Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Emilie. This is Let's Try Hungry Horrors. This is one of those weird little games that pop up in the discovery queue and you're actually kind of interested. I have played a bit of this. I'm going to hit new games, so I'm going to lose all that progress, but I don't think I lost that much progress, but it's interesting, let's say. This will delete previously saved game, yes. And show us the tutorial because it's actually kind of funny. Randomizing horror's tastes. Oh, is it random every time? Where am I? A and D or left click. Honestly, I prefer to move around with the mouse in this game. It's locked. If you idle, then she'll actually turn to stare at the camera disapprovingly. And you can also click on her. Oh, annoy the princess. I didn't know you could do that. I mean, I knew you could click on her, but I didn't realize you could knock her hat off. Oh, finally! I've been stuck in that cage for far too long. You can talk? Why, of course I can. Now let's get out of here, shall we? Where even are we? No time for questions now. Here, take this key. Let's go. So we have a key. We can walk out should we so want to. Be careful. I see a red cap up ahead. A red what? A red cap. And judging by the look of it, it's very hungry. Hungry? Can someone please explain what on earth is going on here? This really isn't complicated. We can cook for him. Cook? I don't cook, I am cooked for. Enough! Take the cauldron and the dishes. Cauldron of plenty received. We have 9 pottage, 2 pickled eggs and 2 roast potatoes. Let's cook. Let's feed this hungry horror. This is the hunger bar. Fill it and everyone lives. The hunger value is shown on the dish card here. Do try and keep up. So we feed him, it gives him 1. We'd have to give him 30, wouldn't we? Right, throw some pottage at the red cap. Well, he likes it. That's nice. Your turn. Good. He seems to like pottage. Every horror has its own unique preferences. This icon shows whether he likes something or not. Red Cap likes this. You can also see the horror's next move here, so no nasty surprises. And this shows how close the horror is to reaching you. Some dishes will make the horror crave a certain flavor. The craving icon is right here. Salty craving. Red Cap will crave salty food after eating this. Feed him the pickled eggs. Enjoy the craving bonus. Pickles and eggs. There we are. Now the Red Cap is craving something salty. Conveniently, you have salty roast potatoes. The flavor icon is here in case you missed it. This is a salty flavor. So it's basically, this is the flavor it is, this is the flavor that you'll be looking for after. Crowd pleaser. Throw these roast potatoes and you get the craving bonus. He's ravenous, which means that the hunger that we have to meet went up by a decent amount. Lovely, now he's craving something savoury. Oh dear, you only have pottage. This is your draw pile. At the start of each turn, you draw a dish from it. It's shuffled. Obviously, you don't get to choose. I can see more roast potatoes lurking in there. This is your discard pile. When the draw pile runs out, these get shuffled back in. Discard cards until you find the roast potatoes. The first two are free. That's not a roast potato. That's still not a roast potato. That's still not a roast potato. Ugh, feel that? That's your stamina dropping. But look, roast potatoes! Shame they're not savory. Still, I came prepared. Take this. Feed him this salty tooth potion. Potions are free. Food from the cauldron is not. Lovely, now he craves something salty. Roast potatoes again. Try not to overthink it. Do you have another one of those potions? Because we're kind of in a bit of a bind. Excellent. Craving chains are rather powerful when used properly. Now then, let's address your stamina. If it reaches 0, you faint. Very inconvenient. You can restore stamina by eating a dish yourself. The stamina value is shown on the card. So if we eat, we can throw food to ourselves and that gives us stamina back. Give it a try. Eat the pickled eggs. Yeah, that's a forced loss tutorial, go figure. What? Wait, am I back in the kitchen? Yes, you are. But how? The last thing I remember was that dreadful red cap. Oh right, my bad, I forgot to mention. Don't let a horror get too close to you. Too close? Then how am I back here? The Cauldron of Plenty, it protects you. If anything bad happens, you respawn safely here. I think I need to lie down. Here, take these silver ingredients. You can place them on the pillars over there. They will spawn additional ingredients for you. So yeah, every time a run ends, either because we give up on it or because we get gotten, we get plus the number of silver ingredients that we've collected overall. So this does have some progression system. Eventually you'll be able to just pick and choose whatever foods you want to go in with. Or rather, no, what am I actually saying here? I am saying that you'll have so much of every ingredient you can make whatever you want. If you want to make 20 of a type, then, well, you can't do that. Here, take these recipes. Oh no, I'm a princess, not a cook. I am not cooking for those awful horrors again. It's the only way to save the kingdom. What do you even mean by that? You still don't remember, do you? Back already? So yeah, here we can choose what meals we take into the next dungeon. But we need to have a certain amount of, well... Sheesh! Stop doing that! Here, you can build your starting deck. So I can't lie down. The ingredients you have can be used to make ingredients. Choose wisely as some dishes work better together. Pairing them creates a powerful strategy. I don't even know how to cook. Details of your incompetence do not interest me. Here are all the recipes you know so far. Use them to add dishes to your deck. Cooking a dish uses up ingredients, which we get for starting the run with the silver stuff. Cook enough dishes to fill your deck. First time cooking, try taking one of each plus 3 extras. So let me think. We're missing what would have been my preferred starting trick. I suppose one of the recipes is one we have to pick up later. But you can use Yorkshire pudding plus a specific other food that turns sweet into salty, which also has double. And here's the cool thing about Yorkshire pudding. Mellow. The next dish served will be liked. Horrors have certain things that they like, which they like most foods. There's certain foods that they dislike, which will always give a 0, and meals that they hate, and I don't actually know what hated does because it feels like it isn't that different to disliked. But then there's also meals that they love, which triples, or maybe it's just I think it either doubles or triples the amount of value getting out of the food. But yeah, there's just one that goes back and forth that's really cool, and we can't do that yet. Is this just one great cycle? Salty to sweet, sweet to bitter, bitter to salty, or salty to savory, savory to sour, sour to salty. I think let's take in the sweet combo because I do like using sweet foods. Very nice. Probably best you take some cookware. Choose one from this chest. You can find more of these in cursed rooms. But be careful, they can be much harder to pass. Gain 2 free discards, plus 4 to savory dishes, plus 4 to sour dishes. Well, if I'd known that these were showing up, I would have gone for extra sour and savory dishes instead. Free discards are always nice. It helps cycle your deck quickly. That's as far as I go, my powers don't allow me to go any further. Just a quick warning, it looks like we have some fairy infestation in the castle again. And they're opening fairy gates in the crossing. The crossing? Did you learn anything at school? The crossing is a place where realms collide and you can travel between and through fairy gates. Why are you still here? Off you pop! So the fact that there's this mirror here and it doesn't seem to be serving any purpose makes me think it's actually going to serve a big plot twist later on. That's just my thought. Okay, we can get a new dish here. Shortbread is not what I was thinking of. Shortbread is actually a crave freeze. It won't change the craving, which means that we're still going to want salty, we're still going to want sweet after it. Gold Digger. Plus 5 gold if still in hand at end of battle, or Feast. Plus 5 hunger for each turn, and it's 2 turns, so it's basically a plus 10. I think I'll go for Jersey Wonders because early game gold is ridiculous to work with. Golly, how'd you do this? Do what? Get through this door. I keep trying and some force doesn't let me. I just did. Who are you? I'm Merlin the Blue, a druid trainee. Trainee? But you look so old. Hey, just so you know, I'm only 443 years old. Perfect time to start a new career. I was sent here by the druids to check on a dragon. Dragon? Oh yeah, a big green dragon. It looks like a Gravenous curse got to it as well. Gravenous what? A curse, child! You seem to be struggling with complex sentences. Problem. Curse plus mythical creatures equals hungry horrors. Solution? Maybe if we can lift the spell blocking the door to the dragon, we find something in its lair. Right, that sounds utterly exhausting. Good luck with the cursed door. I am not the one to do manual labor. I was told all my life to wait for a prince to rescue me, so I'm just going to find a comfy bed and finally lie down. Suit yourself, see you later then. I have to wonder how far I can make it when I don't have my favorite combo in my deck. I don't have many ingredients to rely on, but on the flip side, I also know what I'm doing. We'll see. Maybe we can clear the first area. Oh, It's another red cap. Alright, so one trick I use is to just sort of take a look at my starting hand and then decide how I want to open things up. Okay, so I see the combo. Custard, champ, Yorkshire pudding, custard. I don't think he hates anything we have in our starting deck. Oh, actually he loves custard. But now he wants it bitter. It helps that our deck isn't full of pottage this time. So, a little interesting thing about this game is that it does sort of lock up like a lot of games do when you do the thing, when you minimize it or something, but it does actually keep playing the music. It's just playing the music a lot quieter. So here, have another pudding. He likes that. And we maxed out his bar before he took a second step. Okay, so these are important. Spices will add extra hunger to any dish that uses the ingredients from that spice. Vegetables, we don't have any recipes for vegetables yet, let alone dishes with vegetables. So it's down to milk and eggs. I tend to just go for whatever has the highest amount in my deck. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Maybe Lady Catherine will know. The Tailson's Scroll is basically an experience system. After a run we can use it to buy permanent upgrades. And we got some gold. Yeah, let's do it. Cursed Lairs. Basically another combat encounter, but with a problem. Savory Curse. Savory food is now useless for us. I mean, oh, hey. These are thieves, we don't want them to get away. Throw this away. Yeah, let's go. So rather than starting out far away and getting close to kill us, he's going to start out close and try to run off with our stuff. We don't particularly want that to happen. Okay, so he's not running away this turn, he's going to do a scratch on us. But, provided that the champ isn't something he despises, we should be able to catch him this turn. Stolen items will be returned, burnt items will be removed from your deck. Because yes, you do have to worry about people burning your food. Okay, so what do we have? 10 hunger, -1 hunger per turn, currently 10 plus. I'm not sure I'd like that, but then do fights actually go long enough for that to matter? Gain +5 stamina, vendor prices are cheaper. I don't see us buying anything cool this run because we don't have a good starting amount. I'll get to that later, but I think at the moment what we need is just a bit more wriggle room. We can go to a campfire or a nook. Nooks are random events that can let you have nice things. Campfires are just a stamina refresh, I think, which is handy given that we just got to increase our stamina. Would you like to see my rock? Your what? My wee rock, it looks like a donut, but better. What's a donut? I sense loss of a friend in your future. Right, Phil, I'd better get going. Can I use that campfire to make some more food? Hundreds and thousands, that was it. Cats hate that. Okay, so I'm just going to use the campsite then. But dragons, yes, those dragons, now they are different. So, I think the next time we bump into this guy, we're actually going to have the option to ask him. He's going to help us test out food, so any enemy that we've encountered, we can summon them for one meal so we can find out whether they like or hate a food type. We can make as much pottage as we want, but that just clogs up our deck with stuff we don't need. Potato and flour, 2 eggs, 2 potatoes. I'm not good at deck builders, but let's round it out. The seasoning station. We can actually change the effects on our cards here. Overwrite them. So if we had let's see, we don't actually have any seasonings, so I can't show it off. Let's get a potion. I feel naked without an emergency potion. Bugane. You can look up the horror's tastes in the compendium. Well, we don't know what it likes or hates yet, so that's not much help, is it? Start with custard, go champ, roast potatoes, boxty. I feel like that's a good opening, at least. He doesn't hate it. But he's also got 5 steps to catch me, so we might be slightly... He's also going to increase his belly. Oh, he liked that. Crowd pleaser. If disliked or hated, it's instead liked. Well, we don't have to worry about that. He actually loves it. That gives us spices. More milk spice. Taliesin scroll. Okay, so we can give him a sour craving, a bitter craving, or we can give us a chance to evade. I've never gotten lucky with an evade, so I guess between the two... I think bitter craving is more useful because it gets us straight into salty, which is our branching point. Quest. We want to visit this quest bar. Oh no, another red cap! You are clearly mistaken. Please don't associate me with that dirty goblin. You do look a bit similar. I am a blue cap, a shiny beacon of hope in the darkness of the mines and caves. I am also a seasoned, unintended, chef. Tell me, do you season your dishes? Season? Of course you don't. It's all bland for you, but I can fix that. Behold, a proper seasoning station courtesy of yours truly. I'll even throw in a few samples, don't say I'm not generous. Now you can do something for me. I knew there was a catch. If you happen to find any coal, bring it to me, and I'll install one of these beauties in your kitchen. So, if we can bring him back some coal, and I do plan on getting to that point. So, when we get our hands on coal, we need to run through the caves a second time. we get back to this quest bar, and he'll install a seasoning bench at our kitchen, which means that we can start any run through seasoning. From what I'm aware of, we can actually use seasoning as a way to... what is it? We can use seasoning as a way to change the abilities on these pages, but the thing is, these pages already only have one effect on them. When we get some of the better recipes, the better recipes will have empty slots on them that we can install it in, so we don't end up removing the cool stuff from them. I think spices also stay between runs, so we can just bank them up for a longer time. Alright. Remember, you can eat a dish to fix your stamina. Fine. The curse might be a problem. Let's serve you this, because that'll be a 10 by the time we roll around. We can't get rid of this curse. If it's a curse applied by an enemy, then it'll be over here and then we can get rid of it. Press info to see a dish's hunger calculation. Okay, show me what it says. +4 to a total of... Right, because we have 4 here. It's really unfortunate that they picked salty, because that's part of each loop. Each combination that we have. He's going to scratch us this turn, which means we still have time to feed him properly. And we do have that there. The salty curse means that we get nothing, but because he likes the food, we don't lose our combo. Maybe we should have just gone for feeding him custard. Eggs. So we're at about 6 of 10. Reduced lost stamina. At the start of battle, regain 2 stamina. That's nice. We can't afford anything. Let's go to the Nook. I'll just keep going until we beat the caves, or we get caught, whichever happens first. Finally, I can have a lie down, and my prince will come to save me. So she has little dreams here, and choices in them will affect the real world. In my dream, I found myself at the orchard's edge. Crowds gathered among the trees, each in their own ritual. I entered and picked up a bottle of fizzy apple brew. Which ritual should I join? We can gain spices, cleansing potions, ingredients, or gravy. Let's go for spices. I found a slice of bread and soaked it in the drink. I hung it on a branch for the birds. A robin flew down, ate, then stared into my eyes. I feel different. We can get a potion or an ingredient. Let's go for an ingredient. I forget if these are just standard ingredients or if they're silver ingredients. Ah, hello. Level 2 Bagain. So let's think it over. We're going to need to hope that we pick up something salty by the time we get around to the salty. He's got quite the stomach now. The game's turn. He moves closer. Oh, he's gonna drop a rock on us. You have a bitter tooth potion to change the craving. Right, that's what we kept it for. Craves bitter. And he loves it, so it will make progress. Now, if only he wasn't looking for salty. Oh wait, salty! And it's a crowd pleaser, and it's loved! I think something that I should probably be considering is, when there's plenty of distance, I should just eat some food to myself so I can get my stamina back up. We can get some vegetables, some milk. We don't have any vegetable recipes though, so I think milk is our better option. Trove Sanctuary. Trove. A recipe! Okay, choose one. Well, I know which one I want. Let's see. Roast parsnips. Salty to savoury. Soda bread. Salty to bitter. Adds a hate shield. Interesting. Shortbread craving freeze. Rumble to thumps. Gives us rally and savoury. We don't have any vegetables in our pocket, but I kind of want to go for roast parsnips because it does have room for more food. Okay, we're completely capped up on our cookware, so we don't want to go to the next cookware slot. Oh, so we can actually look up the lore for all the characters and such. That's cool. Well, we might as well get gold. We're almost at the end of the branch. Ah! The Knucker. This shouldn't be too complicated to face off with. But I could always be wrong. Well, he doesn't hate it. Oh, but he poisoned us. -2 stamina per turn. Have some opulence. You can discard unwanted cards. So what would I want to... This is part of the combo. This is not part of the combo. Darn it! Here we go. Have a Yorkshire pudding. Okay, so we're about to wrap up this run, so I guess... Do I want to keep the 5 gold? I kind of do. Let's finish him off now, because he's about to expand his stomach a bit. I guess... Let's balance it out with some flower spice. Hey, we got a silver potato. That's not bad. We got a smidge of gold. That's not bad either. And now we have the vendor. Another one! What? You're one of her friends, aren't you? Sent here to spy on me. What are you talking about? My ex! You know, long hair, makes potions, stole my dog. Whatever. A deal is a deal. You want to trade? So we can buy a new recipe. It's the recipe that's been haunting us this entire time. We can buy potato farm. That one can be really cool, actually. But I think I want the recipe, if only so it stops showing up in my recipe boxes. Now here's the question, with how we are right now, can I beat this? Leave or be crushed? Grendel, the first boss. So he can, yeah, he hits for about -5 stamina, so that's a 2-shot. If we didn't have the stamina extension. I also don't remember if he likes... He might be a bit volatile in terms of likes and dislikes. Alright. Pickle some eggs. And now he's increasing his max hunger. I am legitimately not sure if we can beat this, but it's all in good fun, and losing is part of the game. So... we can keep a combo going if we go this way, so... have some of these. He didn't like it, but it's a crowd pleaser, so it kept going. Well, he did like that. Okay. We have a good chance of drawing a custard, letting our combo keep going. We can throw away a Yorkshire pudding for that, I think. But the thing is, he's craving sour at the moment. I maybe shouldn't have gone into this loop a second time. Yeah, we are ever so slightly in trouble here. We have to break the craving chain, unfortunately. And I did throw away a Yorkshire pudding, so this chain is going to break on its own as well. Please don't hate custard. Oh, he loves custard. Immune to recoil and hesitate. He said he loves custard, but he only got one bonus out of it. Get out of here. We're going to need salt. Okay, we have one more combo going. We can get ourselves out of this. Custard? I feel like something I need to keep in mind as well is that we can just, rather than discard it, we could sacrifice a turn and feed a dish that we don't like to ourselves. Milk spice. Okay, so artifact discovered, leprechaun pot. 5 gold upon entering a room. It's going to be so much easier now to afford things at the store. An artifact is a piece of cookware that you can guarantee starting a run with. We got the Taleson scroll. We got a recipe. Which one? I like this one as part of my combo, but I don't have that yet. Do I want the gold diggers? Mixer, shuffle the discard pile. I guess potato piles. Okay, bitter dishes are better. Vendors are cheaper. Discarding is worth gold. We get the silver vegetables, so now we can start a run with some vegetables should we want. We found the coal, so we can actually get that quest done and dealt with, and we found a woman. You there? Have you seen my prince about? I find myself in a truly terrible predicament. As you can plainly see, I am a princess. I have been forced to journey through these caves, feeding some truly strange creatures. It is all terribly simple, of course, but I would much rather find my prince so he can deal with it properly. I see no reason to do it myself. I do not intend to ruin my hat with cobwebs. You look like a lady in waiting of some sort. Although, considering your outfit, I'm not entirely sure what sort you are. So, be quick. How exactly are you planning to help me? Do you always talk this much? Only when I am anxious, and despite my superior feeding skills, those horrors keep getting hungrier. I know they have been cursed. How do you know? That's very simple, because I know who cast it. Me? Why? It's really quite simple, because I can. Because only I know how to protect you from it. Which means I am the only one who can provide protection charms. For a tiny fee, of course. And seeing the literal horror on the faces of creatures like you is really just a bonus. You did all this for money? And sheer spite? Naturally. Do you know of a better reason to do anything? What if I stop you? Or better yet, find my prince or someone else to do it for me. Far better woman than you have tried and failed. I will not waste my magic on you. You are weak. You are not good enough to endure this place. I would say it was nice to meet you, but we both know that would be a lie. Have a pleasant death. What a churlish doxy. Alright, so I sort of want to just turn around and leave, but we're at 1 HP. The number is 7. 4? The number 7 is a winning number at Puga's punts. Okay, and you see the future? You see the winning number of a wager? No, not the future, the past. I can see what number 1 with the power of hindsight. Right, good for you. I did go through the blue door. I didn't find my prince. But there were ravenous monsters on the other side and I just threw them some cooked potatoes. Easy peasy. I don't know what the big deal is about cooking. It's rather easy. Even this massive troll. I just don't like getting tired for any reason. Beware of Morgana Le Fay. Now you tell me? She cursed this land with a ravenous curse. I know, she told me. And I am telling you now, with the power of hindsight. Fun doesn't need that power, that works with a delay. I'm just going to try another door. As you wish. So, we can choose to cook up any extra meals should we feel like it. We don't have much in the way of food though, so we can't really do that. We'll cook a single shortbread, that might be funny. So as I was saying, I would just walk out the door and end the run. But since we're at 1 HP, we're probably going to lose to whatever hits us next. So let's show off a losing animation and then wrap up the episode. Alright, so our combo today. Get out of here. Does craving freeze prevent it from getting new cravings? No, I think it just locks the current craving. Oh wait, no, it looks like it's gonna lock him into I really want salty. Which actually isn't that bad, is it? Oh, but it keeps him locked on salty, doesn't it? Oh, it's a good thing we pulled some Yorkshire pudding. Alright, this is gonna finish us off, but as I said, it should be the end of the episode, so go ahead. Vanquished. It doesn't have the monster got too close sort of animation though, it's just her falling over. 62 hunger damage dealt to Grendel, huh? Recipe: roast parsnips, shortbread, potato files, leprechaun pot, silver potato, silver flour, silver vegetables, scroll of tails in. Well, that went well, didn't it? Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around. Who knows if I'll be making a roguelite roguelite Let's Play or not.